Martin Luther King Jr. said, "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, have to keep moving forward." What are your life examples of this? Exercise. A couple months ago, I was crawling. Now, I'm walking. Doubt I'll ever be flying. But at least I'm stronger than I was. My career. I feel like I'm flying now, but holy smokes, did I start off as a slow crawl. When I was 22, I lost my leg due to a suicide attempt, and becoming an amputee as a result of my own stupid actions was extremely difficult, but I decided I was going to keep living and really see what I could do with the time and resources I had. I always thought I was too stupid and ugly to do anything with my life. But once there wasn't much left to lose, I got my shit together, stopped being a victim, and now I'm 25, going to school, clean and sober. No friends or girlfriend or family really, but I'm content being alone with my thoughts. And I think my prosthetic looked pretty badass. Living truth. My parents never believed, and still don't, that depression is a real thing. So they never got me help when I was younger. I'm 30 now and still crawling on. I rode my bike across the ice, most of it solo, in the middle of misery. I just had enough. I stopped on some guy's lawn and just cried. He came out and asked me what was up, and I explained how far I'd come, started in San Francisco, and that I was just on. He told me to ride into town, I think Springfield, which was only 10 miles away, and take a few days off and rest, which is what I did, because hey, one more day wouldn't matter, and the worst that would happen is that I'd pack it in and go home. Well, a day of rest seemed to be exactly what I needed. I spent a whole day, or most of it, anyway in blessed air, conditioning, ate all the food, drank all the water, and was more or less ready to go again. I took a few more one-day breaks between Missouri and Williamsburg, for which really helped me out. So yeah, 1 step back, 2 steps forward. This is extremely minor, but I completed a 5. I'm not a runner. In fact, I hate running. I have short legs and small feet. I'm slow and overweight. I did train, albeit not much. I started the race by running until I was out of breath, 1/2 miles. Then it was intermittent walking and running until the end. As the second, it was one of the best highs I've ever had. It felt good to accomplish something I always told myself I would do someday, but never worked up the courage to try. I was proud of myself. A while back I was trying to make an app. Learning from scratch, it was hard to find time around work, friends, girlfriend, etc. But I have the mantra of if I've only got 10 minutes, then do 10 minutes. The actual 10 minutes didn't achieve much, but it kept it in my mind, and when I had a spare couple of hours, I was in the mindset to do that couple of hours, and over the months my project gradually grew and grew. Eventually I got out of the habit, and the app got less and less attention, so it never got finished. I'm furloughed right now. Maybe it's a good time to get crawling again. I make up my own version of this while going through cancer. Semper progredi or progredi semper. I always forget what the order should be. Roughly translates from Latin to English as always moving forward. The idea is no matter how tough things get, as long as you are making some sort of progress, you're moving in the right direction. When I was quickly dipping into depression again about my relationship with my dad, it was shitty. It was slow to recover. It was painful, but I didn't go back without going forward afterwards. I was deep in depression for most of a year. No job, no friends, heartbroken. I had a roof over my head thanks to my parents, but nothing else besides. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and no resources to pursue it if I did. Something like finishing college or traveling the world or pursuing my artistic dreams or having a loving relationship was completely beyond my grasp. But one day I messaged an acquaintance. Actually, girlfriend of a guy I knew, and I asked if she wanted to hang out. Eventually, that became a relationship. We got married, I started publishing books, we lived in Europe for a while. None of that was possible from the place I started in, but I dug myself out one small victory at a time. Life keeps changing. I'm divorced, but in a much healthier and happier relationship, living far from where I'd ever been. I found another fulfilling career and lots of good friends, and I'll never fall into the place I was again because I have memory of my own success. Once you can recall confidence, you can always use that as the first step to anything else.